This video is brought to you by T2Do Language Center by teacher Victor. InGenOriginal presents Tun-Si, Children of Nublar. Extended edition, author MD Martino, year 2025. The lie that sounded like applause. The lie arrived to the sound of applause. Polite applause, rhythmic, rehearsed. Men in white shirts, badges gleaming under the sun, men who smiled too much. InGen's representatives came to the village every day. They crossed the wooden bridge carrying briefcases, papers, and a kind of calm that only exists in those who already know the outcome of the game. They spoke of the future of wealth, of science. They said we were partners, not colonizers. That it was an opportunity, not servitude. But the truth was not in the words, it hid in the corners. And eyes of those who returned from the dirt work covered in grease and silence, in the tired bodies that fell asleep before sunset. They promised wages, they delivered vouchers, they promised housing, they gave us iron containers, windowless, hot as ovens. They promised food, they offered sealed bags with labels in another language, expired and moldy. Help build the future, they said. But what they wanted was our sweat, our strength, our silence. We had no unions, no lawyers. We had names, land, history, and we were losing all three. The elders tried to resist, first with words, then with rituals. But soon came the money, the threats, and the disappearances. Men who went out to fish and never returned. Women who questioned and were taken away to the company hospital. The forest began to be divided. Fences, towers, barbed wire, security areas as they called them. And suddenly we could no longer walk, hunt, plant, or pray where we always had. My father said it was temporary. That was it, or starvation. It's the price of progress, he repeated. But the word progress began to sound like poison to me. That night, the sky was mud. Air thick, and the wind too heavy to blow. I woke to a deep sound. It was not a bird. It was not the wind. It was the world changing shape. My feet carried me on their own to the coast. Fog covered everything, like a view over something that was not meant to be seen. The sea, once alive, seemed mute. And then I saw it. A ship, giant, dark. A colossus of metal and light with ramps descending into the sand. Uniformed men ran around it, guiding spot-lines and cranes. The ground was marked, deep trails, carved by claws, by feet, by something that was not human. And then two necks rose through the mist, tall as trees, moving slowly, steadily, as if carrying the weight of forgotten ages. Their silhouette rose above the forest canopy, and the sound that escaped their throats was a deep, ancient song that made the sand vibrate beneath my feet. There was no ordinary morning. It was the first dawn of a new road. I did not know the names of those creatures, but I knew the instant I saw them that nothing would ever be the same. And in the shadow of a nearby parked helicopter, a woman watched. Striped scarf, red lipstick, eyes hidden behind dark lenses. Dorothea Oscar, the lady of risk, smiled at the impossible, as if she were watching her own fortune take shape.